homeschool mom to 2, but a mom to 3. My youngest is still a baby, so we're not schooling him yet. I am coming to you with my hair and makeup done and a shirt on, but my Halloween pajama shorts on. And this is my video of my favorite curriculum picks, my favorite curriculum overall that I've tried. I've only been doing this for a year, so take that with a grain of salt, but these are the books that are my tried and true that I have really loved. It might be a little bit longer, so bear with me, but I'm gonna start out with like my 2 most favorite. So just kind of get that over with. And my number 1 curriculum that I've tried over all of my curriculums, which have been a lot, is Logic of English Foundations. This program has been so amazing for us. We started with this not too long ago actually, and it didn't take us very long to get through level A. We are now in level B, and my 4-year-old and 7-year-old are both reading really well now. I mean, they're still reading like the early readers, but like my 4-year-old is reading early readers right now because of Logic of English. And I think that is really amazing. So this book, it comes with like the doodling dragons, and then here's the teacher and student manuals. And what I really like about this is that they introduce one letter at a time. And so right away they start with A, and then you make a song of like A, A. And so it's introducing all of the sounds that these letters make, so that when you see it in a word and it's not just like apple, it makes sense why the A sounds a little bit different sometimes. And I really like too that it incorporates a lot of games in this, and it's really open and go. So the games are like, okay, I'm gonna sound out this word, and then you do it, so I know you understand. P. And then they start jumping around, and it's a fun game for them, and it's open and go for me. And so I really love that. My oldest son is in speech therapy, and he has been since he was 3. And so I think this program has really helped with that too, because we're really sounding out each letter and all the sounds that they make, and really individualizing each sound in a word. And so it has helped him with his speech too a lot, which I really love. So I cannot speak highly enough about this. I do have a link below for this just because I adore it so much. My next one, another strong one that we've been doing, is Singapore Math Dimensions. And I really love it. We're doing it for my kindergartner, who has other books, and then my 1st grader. And I have tried many math programs. I'm an accountant. I love math. I love numbers, nerdy, whatever. But we really love this one. This is one that we just like found our happy place with this one. We tried Math UC, we tried the Good and the Beautiful math, we tried Math with Confidence, and this is the one that we really love. It comes with the instructor guide, a test booklet, a workbook, and a textbook. So the textbook is what you'll be using every day, and then the workbook is like extra practice, and then the tests are at the end of each thing if you want to use them. It's kind of optional, but I was just getting the whole set, so why not? But we really love this one. It is, in my opinion, a happy medium between open and go and a lot of prep work, in that you do need some things sometimes, but it's not a lot, and it's not hard to gather, and it's not like you have to look at the lesson and read the lesson before you are starting to teach it. And so I really like that one. My next one that I really like, and it's not part of like a core curriculum, but I really love Honest History. I searched high and low for different history programs, and I think Honest History is just a really fun way to go about it. And I have like flip throughs of these also if you want to see more what it's about. but it has games and activities and stories in there and just like fun pictures. It's really colorful. They have a new issue out every month, so you can kind of read it at your leisure. And my kids really love looking at the pictures of it and be like, oh my gosh, what's that? And there's some fun things in here too, like in this issue in particular, it talks about like medicine that they made out of mummies. My kids were like, oh my gosh, that's so gross, what? And so it makes it fun. And we are also doing Curiosity Chronicles as our main history program, but I do really love Honest History in particular. The next one that we really loved, and this is one that we've done since the beginning, and gosh, I want to say it's one of the only ones that we've stuck through since like day one of homeschooling, and it is Explode the Code. We absolutely love this. I was a little bit worried that it went too fast, just because, I mean, on page 2, it's like match the words, and I was like, well, they're not quite like reading yet, but they were able to look at the letters and match them, and I think that is part of why it's so helpful, because it's getting us used to what matching words look like and differentiating between, so all of these just have like one letter different, and I think it was really, really helpful for us. We are now on 1.5 for my oldest son, and my youngest son is starting with 1, but we're taking it slowly because he is only 4. I'll give an example, I guess, of the later parts. I flipped through this too, but in the later parts of the book, we are reading full sentences and matching it to the pictures here. And I mean, it seems like hard work, but my son followed it really, really well, and I think it definitely helped us. And so we love this. We'll do this, I think they only go up to 8, so we'll definitely be doing all of them. My next one that we really love is Spelling UC, and we did try Math UC and didn't continue on with that, but Spelling UC we really like. My kids, it comes with the stickers, so it comes with like a bunch of stickers that they can put on each page when they're done, and anytime there's stickers involved, everybody loves that. But basically, in the beginning, we're kind of like tracing letters, and then with the instructor handbook, which you definitely need, you're saying the spelling words for them. And in the beginning, it has like the vowels in the middle for them to follow, but later on, it's completely empty pages. And so you are saying the words for them and they're writing them down. And then it goes to like 4-letter words and harder words, but that is one that they enjoy doing, I enjoy doing. I think it's really helpful for them. So we really like that one. Next is another math one, and it is Addition Facts That Stick. And this is by the same author that makes Math with Confidence, which we tried, didn't really love, but we do absolutely love this. We do this for my oldest son right now. We're doing his Singapore math, and then like the next day we'll do this just to kind of cement everything. But he is following this extremely well. I love how this is laid out. It teaches you with a 10 frame, and just because a lot of kids think of like numbers and piles and it's easy to confuse. So when you have the 10 frame, you can see like 5 plus 2 more is 7. And so it makes it a lot easier, I think. And then they have like worksheets in the back that you do, and then a game that you're doing every day. And it changes up the game every week. I think it's a 6-week program, and we really, really love this. My son asks to play the games outside of school time, which is extremely rare. He loves to be done with school. And so anytime that happens, I know it's a winner. Next for us is Handwriting Without Tears. And this is one that we started in the beginning, and I was like, that's too easy. We don't need that. And then I tried a bunch of different handwriting programs, and we ended up coming back to this. And I was like, okay, tried and true, let's do it again. We started it again, and it ended up working out really, really nicely for us. My kids, my oldest in particular, is a more reluctant writer, and they teach it really well with like, there's not a ton to do, but they're teaching you step by step how to make the H, and then they have you do it in the line with it. And so I think it is really helpful for us, and I have seen his handwriting improve vastly from this. So this is one that tried, didn't like, went back to it, loved. So we're doing that. Another one we're doing for handwriting is probably a lesser known one, and one that they have a website, but I just got these off of Amazon. It's Channies Handwriting, and I don't know, I feel like this was just like a rare find that we really love. It has, so like day one, I really love this like green box because it shows you exactly where to put the letters. Like B, we're putting like the lower loop in the green box, and for lowercase b, the only loop goes in the green box. And so that is very, very helpful for us. But this is one that we really, really like. I think they have my first letters and then more letter practice. That's more than that. So they have more lines of practice, and then our neat numbers. So for this one, they'll have like, all right, for number 4, here is your dotted lines for this day. And then the next day, you're doing them all without the dotted lines. And there's kind of a lot, so I don't always make them do every single one, but I make them do it until like, you know, it looks nice and, you know, we feel done with it. I also have a link below for that one too, but it is one that we are using and really, really love it. I feel like it was a rare find that was really great. The next one for us, yeah, kind of random, but it was one that I really like. It's our human anatomy book, and I looked on Etsy for anatomy programs. I looked on YouTube for what people are using for anatomy, and I kind of like found this randomly too, and it is just like another Amazon find, but I feel like more than anything else I found, this one helps us with anatomy. And so we're learning about all the parts of the body, we are listing what the parts of the body do, and then we're going like more in depth and like what our cells are doing, and learning like about our bones of our body, and then our muscles. And so it goes really in depth in a way that is really, I think, kid friendly. Like our brain and how our brain works and what our brain does, and then activities for that. And so it explains it really well, and then has activities afterwards. And so they really like that. And I think it goes really like in depth without being too much. Like we're talking about taste buds and the tongue and how we use that to eat ice cream, and then doing, you know, like a number, to follow the numbers, trace the dots. So we really like that one for anatomy. My next one is our states book. So every week we pick a state and we learn all about it, and we watch videos on it and watch videos on like the different like sightseeing stuff in that state, and we talk about their capitals and all that fun stuff. And this book I found, and I love that for this. Every state has its own page. So like here is the whole page. I mean, like New Hampshire, New Jersey. And so here's Minnesota, where we're from. And they love looking at this page. For the longest time, they thought we lived in Canada. And so we've been learning a lot about this page in particular. But we like that for our state study. And our next one I really like is our emotional intelligence book. And this is one I looked around a lot and I didn't see anything, really on emotional intelligence. And I looked at quite a few different options. And this is one that I really, really liked. And this is just another Amazon book, but it talks about like all the things that make you you, and draw pictures of yourself. And what are things you're really good at? What do you think you love about yourself? All the different feelings and emotions, and like what happens when you're feeling certain emotions. And it's self-care stuff. And it's one that I think has really helped us be like more in tune. We're talking about gratitude and how to relax and activities about that, and what do you think you can do that makes you feel relaxed and calm. And so we only do this maybe once a week, but I do really like it, and I think it feels good when they do it too. Another one that we do every single day that we really love, every school day I should say, is Question a Day Journal for Kids. It's for 8 to 12, but I'm doing it with my 4 and 7-year-old, and they're following it perfectly fine. And what I do in this book, since if I ask them on the same, like, you know, on day 7, if I ask them both the same question, they'll copy each other. So I'll kind of flip to like a random page in the book and ask them a question, what's your happiest memory? And then for the next kid, I'll flip to another random page, and what helps you calm down when you feel angry. And so it is really helpful, and it's really nice to see how they're feeling about stuff, because it will be like, who makes you the happiest and when do you feel the best? And so it's nice to get that insight and also have this to look back on for the year. So we really like doing that. I have 3 left, almost done. Our next one that we really love that I did with both of my kids, another day 1 curriculum, is Elemental Phonics by JDA Learning Resources. Her channel is great. We love watching her stuff, and we loved the math book that she also made, but this one has been amazing for us. So we learned all of our vowel sounds, and then this book, it starts off with just like a consonant and then the vowel. So b, a, ba, b, e, be. And it goes like that for a bunch of letters, all the consonants. And then it goes to 3-letter words. B, at, bat, m, at, mad. And so we really love this book. I think this book, it's in one of my How I Taught My 4-year-old How to Read videos. And this book is extremely helpful for us. Both my kids, they flourished with this. I saw their reading, and most importantly, it was like, okay, we know all the sounds of the letters. We know b and we know a, but then to like put it together, ba. And so it really helped with that, putting it together. So that's one that we really loved. Second to last is our Tiger Burning Bright book. And this isn't a curriculum per se, but it is an animal poem for each day of the year. And what we do with this is we flip to the day, we read our animal poem, and then my kids take out their paper and their markers or crayons while I'm reading this and draw what they're hearing. And it's really fun. It's fun to see how their art progresses. It's fun to see how they're interpreting the poem. And it's really beautiful. Like I think this is March 10th through 12th. This is a big one for April. And here's some for June. I mean, it is just really beautiful how they make the book. It's just really colorful. They love looking at the different animals, and I think this is just one of like the easier things that we do that we all enjoy. I'm reading the poem while they're coloring, and it's just like a calming way to start off our school day. And really one of my favorite things that we do, and one thing we never skip just because we all really like doing it. It's a good way to introduce them to poetry too. Some of it's rhyming and long, some of it's not rhyming and just like shorter poems. So they're introduced to like many different ways of poetry. So we really like that. And my last one, long video probably, my last one is our art boxes that we do. And this is it's from Cratejoy, and it's the Be a Creator box. And we get one of these every month. And this one I haven't I opened it, but I haven't really looked through it yet. It is called Summer Treats. And I really love these because we love doing art. I love being creative, but it is sometimes hard to like go on Pinterest and research what we're gonna do for art and gather all the supplies. And if we don't have it, I have to buy it from Amazon, wait for it to come, probably buy more than we need. And I don't know, sometimes that's great, but sometimes it's not. So I really love these boxes because I have 2 kids right now that are doing school, and each box comes with enough for each project for both kids. So I love that. And it comes with everything you need down to like the pencil. And it comes with like the fun poems and fun like stories. And this one I haven't gone through it, so here's new for both of us. It looks like we are making cool ice cream cones here, and then we're making a summer melon out of like crepe strips. So this is what they end up looking like. Next we're making, and it's like 1 a week, so it's for a whole month. Then we're also making a sweet summer fan that looks like lemon and watermelon, and a pineapple tote where we're doing like foil. It says temporary tattoos, so I don't know how they're gonna make that work, but I am interested to find out. All the projects we've done have turned out amazing, and it comes with, if I can show you without spilling everything, all the supplies that you need for it. So the tattoos, the crepe paper, little cups for stuff, a box of markers. Like, I mean, we have markers, but we love getting more. It comes with the glue, the plates, everything in here. And so we love doing these. The kids love it. Everything always turns out fantastic. So definitely, I think a great find for me. But yeah, probably a long video and a lot of different stuff, but that is all the curriculum that are our tried and trues that I won't be changing and that I'll use for my 3rd kid and that we have absolutely really loved.